Hey guys, what's going on? It's your main man Tucker here, and welcome back to another video. Sorry about that, guys. But today we are here with some Call of Duty World War II Beta, and now I want to talk a little bit about how great of a game this is. Now, I love the Call of Duty World War II Beta. It is so much fun to be playing, and it was such a hype and intense experience that I've been waiting for that it's hard to be able to think about playing any other COD from, you know, now until November 3rd when this game fully drops, which when this game fully drops, I'm going to be on it all the time. But guys, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about today the Call of Duty World War II Beta. And these are going to be the top things I like and dislike about this game so far. Because with every great like, there's always some sort of dislike. So, with that in mind, guys, we're going to start right now. Now, I'm going to start with my dislikes because that is something that I feel we should get the negativity out first and end this on a huge positive, because there's much more positive to this game than there is negative so far that we notice. So, my very first negative is the interface. I do not personally like how the interface looks. Whether that's when you are going to log into the game and start up a match, or when you are just sitting in a lobby waiting for anything to happen. I do not like how this interface feels or how it is portrayed. Now, if there was a setting that I could go and I could set the interface up regularly, like the side menu, that would be great. But right now, you have 6 options on the interface, and it's all put along the top of your screen, where you have to use L1 and R1 to bounce back and forth between the options. Right now, guys, the interface is set up to be news, find match, your soldier, which is basically your created class and your division selection, your social, story, I'm sorry, not story, store, and settings. Now, just like everything else on a regular COD, this is the interface that you would usually have. These are the subjects and the little standoff things that you would usually have. But unlike every other COD, these ones are not so much the same. They feel very different. It is much different. It's not like something you can just sit there and go through. But to be honest, it does look much more modern and much more aesthetic than everything else, even though, in my personal opinion, it is not the best thing in the world. The second thing I do not like about the Call of Duty World War II game, which I am guessing is going to be fixed when the actual game drops, that's just my opinion, I feel like after a lot of people give their feedbacks today, this will drop, is the incendiary rounds on the shotgun. Now, the incendiary rounds do come with their own little disadvantage to them, where you only have half of your ammo, which is incendiary, and half of your ammo, which is regular, and you actually have to physically switch between both incendiary and reg. But to me, the incendiary rounds are too much of an overkill on the realistic feel of the game. I mean, you get shot point blank with a shotgun and you're already dead, but you're stuck there for a second watching your character be burned alive. Now, that to me, as gory as Call of Duty usually is, watching my character sit there and burn after being shot by a shotgun in having that embarrassment enough is already enough for me. It's too much to have the burn animation with the incendiary though. Now, if you were shot and you were laying on the ground and your body was burning, I would feel just fine with that. And guys, I do have to say real quick, that little move that I just did right there where I was hopping over the wall as he was building without being able to be found is probably my favorite part about this war game mode, which I will get into later. Alright guys, but getting into my very last negative thing about this game, which is another thing I'm assuming will be changed when the actual game comes out, is the snipers zoom in. Now, either the animation is too long or it just takes too long to have you zoom in, but I feel like that should be just a little faster. Not too much, but barely faster, like to the point where it doesn't really look like there's a difference. But for people who have been using sniper a lot, I feel like they will be able to tell just a little bit of a difference. I mean maybe if they throw a ribbon in later into the game where you can zoom in faster with snipers if you're using the mountain man, that would be an amazing thing to have. But as of now, we don't have that, and honestly, this isn't something too big for me. It's just something that I found a little annoyance on the first day of playing, but overall, the more you do play this game, the more that feeling of that being too slow does start to go away, because unlike any other Call of Duty, this Call of Duty has much less aim assist. And on the snipers, there is virtually none. Like, if there's aim assist, I can't feel it at all. I haven't seen any slowdown at all, but it just moves a little too fast, which is perfectly fine because, I mean, it works on your aim, and a lot of people pride themselves on aim, so, especially me, I pride myself on my aim with certain weapons, so this will be a very fun challenge, in my opinion, to be able to have. Now, getting more onto the side of things that I really enjoy on this game is, it's a long list. It is a very long list. So, the first thing I do want to say that I enjoy on this game is the divisions. The divisions are probably my second favorite part of this game besides the war game mode. Just having the ability to have divisions for your characters, to give your characters special combat training and give your characters a feel of their preferred weapon, is just a really cool aspect put into this. Now, I love the airborne, the ability to have the universal suppressor on any submachine gun, or the mountain man, where you have better access and feel with a sniper. That is just perfect in my opinion. And I haven't had a chance to play a lot of infantry or any of the other ones. There's two more, but I can never remember their names. I know it's for LMGs and shotguns, but those they're fun, they're amazing, and with those I have a feeling that later when the game comes out, we're going to have different special looks you can give your character. You can give your character probably a German look for the infantry, or anything else, and there could be different infantry stuff put out later if they do more weapons or anything like that through supply drops, which we all know supply drops will be coming back in this game, unfortunately. But hey, as long as they stick a more cosmetic, I think people are going to be having a much better time with this. But the divisions are amazing, and when you finally get that urge and that satisfaction of playing all the divisions and really getting able to get a feel of what you like, it makes it so much more fun to be able to sit there and be like, I worked through all 5 levels to get this legendary or this special or this brand new submachine gun or sniper or anything, which I already have a few ideas of what those are going to be, but I'm not sure exactly, so I'm going to save those topics for a different video. The next big thing that I really like about this game is the ribbons. Now, the ribbons are basically your perk system, which with your division, you get special permanent perks that division can use, such as the permanent silencer or being able to sprint for a longer distance, or being able to not be seen by enemy score streaks. But on top of that, you can add another perk set to your soldier, such as the ribbons, which the ribbons are the basic training, and you can do things such as hustle, which is reload faster while sprinting, rifleman, take 2 primary weapons and swap weapons faster, requestions, which I can't really say that one, but it's basically score streaks do not reset on your death, but they do cost more, and you can only earn them 1 time. Or bang, which bang is one of my favorites, which is basically lethal double up and tactical double up. You get 2 tacticals and 1 MK2 frag mental lethal, which basically is that stick grenade. If you don't end up changing it, it's kind of locked in place, but it works and feels very nicely. And on top of that, you can unlock other attachments and use them for those things, such as you can do 2 flashbangs with your bang and 1 of the grenades, which makes levels like this on the war when you're assaulting a building so much easier, because you can throw a flashbang in and then hop in and then get a kill, throw a grenade down into the secondary room, hopefully get a kill there, and if you're getting swamped, you can drop a flashbang and be able to run back and take cover somewhere else while your enemy is disorientated and confused. Like right there where I threw a grenade into that back room, that's what I'm talking about. Alright guys, getting to my final big broad topic that I want to get on, that I really love about this game, is the ability to have the war game mode. Now this was such a great and intense part that this is why I'm using it for the footage for this video, is because it is so much fun to be able to sit there and play this war game mode. And I mean, it feels like a real battle, and it adds teamwork to the game that we've never had before in any other Call of Duty. You have to actually work together to be able to get your point. I just realized that there was an enemy there while I was building that wall and they didn't notice me. That's pretty funny. But like this is showing, in the war game mode, you can build barriers and build MG stands that you use to your advantage, either defending or assaulting on the points. If you're assaulting, you can get in the demolition area where you're supposed to destroy the access ammo depot and build those barriers, so you are locked in and they have to take that extra 5-10 seconds to plant and have that bomb explode on the wall before they can get in and get to you, giving it so your timer can run down lower, giving them less time to be able to defuse and you more time to be able to defend. Now, this war game mode has a lot of beautiful points with the 4 objectives that you have to do, and it really categorizes the 4 main objectives that missions were being put into the war and all the effort that went into it. And that would be capture a location such as where we're in now, which is the access command post. Now, the allies have to push in and capture that point to be able to win that objective. If they don't, they lose. The second will be building a bridge. Same thing. Allies have to rebuild the bridge, Axis have to defend it. Same with the ammo depot, and then it comes down to the AA guns, where you have to defend it from the Allies' tank. Now guys, that's basically everything about this game that I have come to love, and I have grown not so fond of. But everything is still a wild card, depending that new update just dropped for this game, putting the level cap to 25, and maybe fixing some gun stuff. So I don't know, I haven't had a lot of time to be able to play that yet. But with that, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you definitely check out some of my other videos in the description below and subscribe for more content. I'm coming at you guys now with a video every other day, and the next 2 weeks will be nothing but Call of Duty World War II beta videos. So with that, guys, thank you so much. Peace out.